everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Omega. This is Milesluigi.
And Higsby again.
We're going to take on a Mario level this day in a Mario game. How clever. Mario Land.
I figured it would be different enough that it would be cool to kind of throw it into the extra world.
Wow, you really went Mario Landish.
Yep. Everything black and white, and the graphics are pretty close, too, to their originals.
Neato.
See, the thing about Mario Land is that all of the objects are, like, really, really small. So I didn't just rip them directly from the ROM. I actually took a map of a Super Mario Land level from VG Maps and redrew all of the graphics by hand to make them twice the size they normally are, so that they would actually fit in with Super Mario World.
This is darn well done. Even the charging chuck is black and white. Look at that. Or black, white, and gray, I should say.
Yeah, I had the...
Although I'm in a bad situation.
Yeah, that's kind of tricky there. I mean, it's completely pointless to go down there, but I figured someone might get trapped down there, so it seems like it worked.
That would be me. With regards to Super Mario Land, it's one of those games that frankly I don't exactly have a memory playing, but I know I definitely played through. The memory it invokes more in me is the fact that back when I had a Game Boy, me and my mom and dad would go up to a cabin in do you know where Little Sturgeon Bay is?
No, can't say I do.
Okay, it's like an extremely small town in Wisconsin, don't feel bad.
Okay.
It is, if you picture Wisconsin in the shape of a hand, it is kind of on the thumb on the hand, in the middle of the thumb.
Okay.
So, like, where the cabin is that we own is located, it is, you can see the bay facing towards Wisconsin. Oh gosh.
Whoops.
You wanna screw it, I'm just gonna use save states ahoy. Next guy won't be happy. He wasn't happy last part.
No.
Anyway, basically me playing my Game Boy during the long road trip up there, well, it wasn't really long, it was an hour and a half road trip from where I live right now to get up to that cabin, is where my main Game Boy memories come from.
Huh. Yeah, my family, we used to have a trailer, and we would take it on vacations, but when we weren't on vacation, we'd have it in the trailer park, so we'd go up there usually a couple weekends a month, and I'd, of course, be playing my Game Boy all the way up there, because it was like a half an hour to an hour drive. But yeah, I love those memories when thinking back when everyone else was driving and you just sat in the back seat and played your Game Boy. Things were simple.
Indeed, exactly. The view of the bay from that cabin is absolutely gorgeous, and I personally want to, since I'm currently taking a photography class, go up there and take a photograph, but the thing is, since it's an hour and a half drive, I don't exactly want to go up there and find out that the conditions outside were kind of crap, because as in the case of any landscape or nature photography, if it's a crap day outside, then you just kind of wasted your day.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And the last thing I want to do is, you know, drive an hour and a half to go up there, and then it's just a crappy day outside and the shot isn't there.
Yeah, that would suck.
That was a really, really dumb jump.
So the beginning of the level was kind of based around 4-1 or 4-1. I don't know. Some people say the dash in the level name. I usually just say 4-1. So 4-1, like the first part of the level, and now we're kind of in 4-2, where it becomes the ruins, and there's the crazy lava at the bottom that's not animated. You just kind of have to use your imagination there.
You can't even tell the color. For all I know, it could be the freezing ice strange crap.
From World 3.
Yes.
Game Boy form.
Well, I definitely recognize the beginning as 4-1, and the music sounds like it's from 4-1, you know, this really strange Chinese music.
Yeah.
I don't know what's the best way to describe it. It's just different. You enter 4-1 in Super Mario Land, and it's like, where are my Chinese world?
Well, I really like that, because, I mean, I'm so sick of the same level themes. I mean, even something as simple as, like, you know, the Chai theme. Or like, yeah, the Chinese, Asian-themed world. Like, something like that in the Mario game could really be neat. Because, I mean, it's Mario Land, Super Mario Bros. Worlds, they're always so happy. Like, it's always typical grassland, typical desert, typical water. I mean, where's, like, the industrial factories and, like, end-of-the-world stuff? Like, that's what I like about Donkey Kong Country and Sonic and stuff like that. I mean, they have that variety. It's not always stick to the usual happy themes. It's like, they'll go to places that Mario won't go. So, I mean, I kind of like that.
End of the world, you could just play Super Meat Boy. One of the worlds is the end of the world.
Super Meat Boy is quite good.
Woohoo! Big, giant bonus room of fun and maybe an extra life. I'm very close.
Yeah,
I could stand to be big.
You're gonna need a cape to get all of them. Although, if this was the original Super Mario Land, that's kind of based on one of the bonus rooms where, since the fireball in Super Mario Land, it like bounces off walls and it actually collects coins. That was kind of a replica of that.
Oh god, are we gonna fight a boss here, actually?
Maybe. Don't get your hopes up.
I end the video now and there's a cliffhanger.
3-minute video. Those are just
another thing about Super Mario Land that I'm remembering is that the invincibility theme was, gosh, what was the name of the song? The Can Can, I want to say?
Yeah, I don't know the name either, but it was like, yeah, like, why? Why did they do that? Although overall, I really like Super Mario Land. Some people think it's really weird, because I'm pretty sure it's like one of the only Mario games Miyamoto like didn't have a part in, or something like that. But
it's definitely different.
It's different, but I really like it still. I mean, the levels were pretty good. And considering it was like the first Mario Game Boy game, I think it's pretty decent.
And there's our end. Is our secret exit past that orb?
No. I could have been really mean and just like make you fly up to the top door, but no. The only thing that's up there is that one up. So you're not missing anything at the end there.
Okay, though that level seemed pretty linear, so my imagination is telling me the secret exit's in a pipe I haven't tried going down in.
Yeah. You could try going down some. I know there's a couple pipes that you didn't go down. Although, actually, there's probably only like one. Although, maybe. We'll see.
Should I try getting down the ceiling? That's what I tried doing at the very beginning.
There is a point where it's not very hard to get on the ceiling. We'll see if you can find it.
Ooh, suspense, suspense. So obviously we know where your inspiration for this level specifically came from and a little bit of your process. Is there anything else you want to talk about regarding this level? Because this is one of the later, you know, X-Row-like levels you made.
Yes, so, well, this was actually the 4th one. Zelda 2 is 5th, but we accidentally did it 4th, but whatever, it's fine. I don't know, just, it was really weird trying to think, like, okay, I want a level of this and a level of that. I don't know, like, on the overworld map, we haven't really seen yet, but 4 of them are NES games. Like, the top, like, the middle on the top, the middle on the right, the middle on the bottom, and the middle on the left. Those 4 are NES games, and I wanted the corners to be games from different consoles. So I figured that a game from the Game Boy would fit, and I thought it would be really neat to see what I could do with the Super Mario Land level. So yeah, that was kind of how this one was created. So yeah, as you see, you're kind of going to want to get up there.
There we go. The question is, what can we do while we're up here? Oh, I could probably go down this pipe, right? Yes, yes! I figured it out!
Yeah, it's funny how many people kind of, how many people, yeah, kind of missed that. And that was a heart, which is the symbol for 1-up in Super Mario Land, although it's just a really bad kind of like, I placed like a heart graphic over the 1-up mushroom, so half the time you kind of see the mushroom before you actually get, I don't know, I tried.
I didn't notice it this time.
I really tried. I mean, when it came to these levels, I mean, I had no experience like taking graphics from other games and stuff like that, so I mean some of the, like, I think like 2 or 3 of the levels, the graphics were already on Super Mario World Central, but the rest of them I kind of had to get myself. So it was interesting, to say the least. Now here, just a neat kind of thing, go left again. A lot of people actually go to the right until we see something, I'll point out. A lot of people wonder about those blocks right there, so if you go to the left, this isn't like needed or anything. You can actually fall down this hole, and you can go to the right on an invisible platform. This was kind of supposed to be like, I think it's like level 2-1 or 2-2 in Super Mario Land, where there's a secret where you can kind of walk on top of the water and skip a whole bunch of the level. So that was kind of.
I remember what you're talking about. Holy crap! It's been a long time. I remember that secret. I forgot how I found out about that secret though.
Yeah.
Just I know what you're talking about now.
I know I remember a friend showed me who had a Game Boy before I got one. So that was how I knew. I mean, who remembers the days of talking to your friends at school and stuff? And...
Aww. That's an invincible wall up there.
So, alright.
We're back! And what I was commenting earlier is that there's an invincible wall up here.
Yeah. So I was just talking about how it was cool back in the day when you, like, go to school, and you talk, like, with your friends about secrets that you found in video games and stuff like that, since everything wasn't common knowledge back then, and secrets just, like, pointed to by the game itself. But anyway, Yeah, that craziness there. That is a massive flaw in, like, my home network, where if someone calls on the phone, my whole internet just goes down. Like, it's like murders my router.
Really?
Yeah. I guess the cordless phone frequency or something conflicts with it. But, I mean, it's not usually an issue, right? Because, I mean, I don't usually record. And, I mean, if I'm doing anything else on the internet, I'll just, like, be okay. I can wait for the phone call to end, and it will go back up, because no one here spends much time on the phone. But yeah, I should probably look into getting that fixed. But like I said, it's not usually an issue. I never really thought about that happening. And of course, someone would have to call at the worst time. But yeah, hopefully everything...
It's like good old-fashioned dial-up problems. Someone calls and oh crap, oh, our internet is gone.
I never thought about it like that. Yeah, that's actually pretty funny.
The same problem people had back in the days of dial-up. It makes you wonder if anybody watching this still has dial-up internet and has to wait 2 to 3 hours for my video to download.
That would suck. I had a friend who still had dial-up until I think 2 years ago. Like,
yikes.
I know, that's terrible.
Yikes, and to think they're trying to deploy Google Fiber out in some city in Kansas or in Kentucky, I forgot which one it is, but like gigabit internet speeds, I'm like, oh my gosh, why isn't that in Wisconsin?
That would be amazing.
We'd actually have competition to charter then.
Yeah, our internet here, where I am, it's not so great. There's just, all this is like 2 companies that fight against each other, although people think there's like some conspiracy where they're working together to actually like have high price. I don't know, it's really dumb. But overall, my internet's not the greatest.
I found my way back to the same bonus room, but this time I have a cape.
So now you can get them all, and you can't fly up there. I should have hit a secret up there. So many places where I look back, I'm like, man, I should have hit a secret, but like with the fake lava, I mean, I took it out because I was really paranoid. For some reason, when I put my hack on Super Mario World Central, I was like, oh man, it might not be accepted because of this, and there might not be accepted because there's like a little bit of cutoff there and stuff like that. Like, I was really scared. So I thought, like, oh man, if they find the fake lava, they're gonna be like, that can't be, and they'd be like, remove it from the site. So, so that was why.
Has a hack from Super Mario World Central ever been removed for fake lava?
I don't know, but I don't know. I was really paranoid. You can't go up there because there's nothing up there. So I
just realized that. So, have I passed the secret yet?
Yeah, I was going to tell you around when all the confusion happened, and unfortunately, it's going to be impossible to get at this point.
Oh, shit.
There's some pretty massive trickery going on in this level. I guess it's actually pretty tricky.
Thankfully, I can exit by hitting start and select and going at it again! Hooray, more fun! More Super Mario Land!
Everyone's favorite game, no, so, I mean, yeah. Yeah, the secret exit in this level, like you said, the level's pretty linear. But it's just, there's one thing that's pretty tricky that kind of threw it off, and I should have changed one thing to kind of make it a bit more obvious where it was. Because, I mean, you kind of should have found it, but at the same time, you didn't. But anyway, no, it's not there.
That's basically my life in Mario World ROM hacks.
You should have found it, but you didn't. Oh, that was a nice hit.
Oh, darn it, I lost all my forward momentum. I am not a master of Super Mario World flight mechanics where I'm able to change direction in midair. Have you ever watched a tool-assisted speedrun where the guy with the cape changes direction midair? I kind of sort of know how they do that, but I can't for the life of me do that unless it's by accident.
Oh yeah, they do so many crazy things in those speedruns. I used to be terrible at flying in Super Mario World. I had no idea how to do it as a kid, like when I was playing. Like, I didn't really understand like the whole like press left to like kind of go back up. So yeah.
My uncle taught me that's how you do the flight, so I never really had a problem with it, except with I was very first playing Super Mario World and I didn't understand it, but since my uncle kind of told me, I had it easy. I guess.
Yeah, that's lucky, because, I mean, I just did not understand it. Okay, anyway, do not go down this pipe!
Okay.
Okay, so the trickery here is that you are going to want to go over this wall.
Oh, do I need to re-grab that cape?
No, you can actually bounce on a bullet that comes out of that launcher there. So the trickery is that when you come out of the pipe, like if you went down that pipe, when you come out, there's a very similar wall, but to the left of you. So it pretty much looks like all you did was go over that wall. But in reality, there's actually a completely secret area over here. And then there's another one of the identical type wall on the other side. So it's kind of supposed to be like you skip this whole area on the other side. But since when you tried to go left, like after
I did it on the wrong side.
Yeah, and the reason that it couldn't just be like the same level was because I used different sprites. Like I had to kind of change some tile sets around so it couldn't just be the same level. Like, I don't remember what sprites I used. I think like something conflicted with it, but I couldn't use like the moving platforms and the spinning mace and stuff like that with whatever tile set I was using in this area. So I kind of had to make them 2 separate levels. But anyway, you found it now, so that's all that matters.
Hooray! And I was expecting that level to not necessarily take so long.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, because you were telling me on Skype off camera that the rest of these levels are super long.
Well, other
Tetris?
than Tetris, but I mean, if you thought Super Mario Land was long, we should probably like pitch our tent or something and get ready to spend all night on the other ones. They're pretty long.
Okay. Our plan was, and this is what I guess we're going to execute because it's what I'm going to do. You have a whole bunch of secrets in this game where apparently if you find them, you're able to skip right to the end of the level.
Yeah, so I mean, hopefully...
This is your chance to show the world where they all are.
I don't think anyone has ever found them all. I don't even know, like, people might have found, like, one. Every single world, except, actually, no, well, even the X-Relic world, kind of. But other than that, every single world has one level where there is either a pipe or door near the beginning of the level that will take you right to the end. So pretty much, it's kind of like the warp barrels in Donkey Kong Country, where it will allow you to skip the whole level. And the one... so I kind of thought it would be neat to hide one of those in one level in each world. And the one in this world is in the very first level, so...
The very first level. So this is how you speedrun Super Mario Vega. You start the game, you don't necessarily have a cape at this point, though.
The funny part is that someone did a speedrun of the first 2 worlds, and they said it was actually faster to beat this level without using the secret. But I don't know how that worked. Anyway, what you want to do is, yeah. But you can get to it without the cape.
Oh, okay.
So like, yeah, you don't. I'm pretty sure you don't need power-ups to get to any of them. So go on top of the blocks. Yeah. So here, like where the flower is, jump on top of that one and jump to the left. Yeah. So what you want to do is you want to get a running start so that the screen will move upwards. So
screen can scroll.
Yeah. And basically, you can just use those to get all the way up to the pipe, and that will take you directly to the end of the level. So,
okay, is this going to be like Donkey Kong Country 2 where there's going to be like a little level transition thing? No.
I should have done
that
something
been cool.
like that.
You could have put the Omega symbol there then.
Yeah, instead of the random exclamation mark.
Yes.
But yeah, so...
It's faster to not take that secret?
Apparently.
Okay.
I don't know why. I mean, I guess if you're just like constantly running and you really know what to do, it's just easier to get to the end of the level without taking the time to jump up the coin blocks. I don't know why. I even put a comment on the video. I'm like, why didn't you do that? And like, it's faster to not do it. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna argue with it.
Where are we going here?
This one is in the cave level at the end of the world. It's funny because I have actually seen people come across this one while they were searching for the secret exit. They came across this by accident instead.
Do I fly right at the beginning?
You probably won't have enough room to fly. So what?
Oh, you're right.
Actually, what? All you really have to do is start select out of the level.
I already fell too far, didn't I?
Yeah. So hold left right now. So you'll land on this ledge, and then yeah, but you don't want to fall.
Okay. This is pretty tricky. People found this while looking for the secret. Well, then again, they may have managed to get a flight off.
No, actually, they just fell to the left and they found it. I think only one person did it. But yeah, so I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah, so basically now it's just run over everything, and you will win. I'll actually also show you something at the end here, which I don't know if anyone has ever found either. So yeah, go in this pipe.
Okie dokie.
And this will take you to the above ground part. Now get your cape. And fly to the left. Yeah.
Whoa, you could just barely make that. Hurry up, Moon!
Yeah, I just don't think anyone's ever found that, so there you go.
Here we go. I think we're going to end up playing the bonus game ones, because now I'm collecting a crap ton of stars. And I haven't done this in quite a while, because most levels near the end of the game finished with an orb instead of a gold tape.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I don't think there's any gold tape in the X-Relic world. Alright, so the thing about the one in World 3 is that you actually already found it. I don't know if you want to show it again. But the very first time we ever did commentary, it was in the pyramid level. And that was where you kind of just jumped over that wall, and you were able to skip right to the end. So that was kind of just like a little shortcut there, so I consider that kind of like the one level that had something near the beginning that would kind of let you skip everything in the level. So sometimes it's not always a door or a pipe. Sometimes it's just kind of a way to cheat your way over everything.
Well, let's show it again, because I don't think I've ever explicitly done it. We've just talked about it.
Yeah, well, yeah. So anyway, if you go to the right here, you should be able to use a boo to kind of just spin jump on and get over this wall. Although it would be very helpful if you had the cape up. Yeah, so basically just stand here, let it come to the right a bit, and then you can just pretty much spin jump your way to the end. And there you go. And there's kind of that symbol there, that kind of just yellow piece that sticks up. That was kind of like my symbol. Like, you found the secret.
That's your exclamation point.
Yeah, to skip everything. Like, if you played the level the normal way, that won't be there at the end.
Oh, so you're actually technically in a different room, you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much. Although, if anyone else asks, it's like complicated ASM trickery.
It's complicated shit. You need to understand your calculus, everyone.
Oh, yes. Alright, so this one is actually in the castle.
It's in the castle?
Yep.
I need to now hold, like, LR and start to enter the level?
I think you just hold LR, yeah. I never knew that as a kid. I was always like, man, I wish I could replay the castle. And then one day I found out you could just hold L and R. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Like, I remember I always said that Super Mario Advance 2 was superior because it would let you replay the castle, but yeah.
And then you ended up looking like an idiot on the forum board?
Oh, I just, like, I guess maybe it was in the instruction manual or something, but, like, I got my Super Nintendo used, so, I never had the instruction manual. And there was no internet back then, so yeah, I was lost. But anyway, it's not in this room, if you're looking for the secret.
So, moving on.
Yep. So here, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the right.
There isn't much to the left, everyone. I tried already.
And take that springboard, although there's a guy there. He's actually really well hidden. Now go to the left.
Now go to the left?
Yep.
Oh, with the springboard.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
Let's see if you can figure it out.
Do we jump up where... Oh, okay, I just run to the left here. I was going to use the springboard where the thwomp was.
Surprisingly, I don't think anyone has ever tried going through that wall. I mean, it just looks like a dead end, but still, I mean, that extra kind of gap there has to be there for a reason. Now, actually, you go to the left to finish the level.
Oh, darn it, you're right, yeah, you go left here. To the right is just more level.
The funny thing about this room is that I actually, like this level, is I actually originally tried to shove everything into one room. So like the part where you go to the right and the part where you go back to the left was all in one level, but it created massive slowdown. So I kind of eventually just split them up into two parts. So like eventually it would just be you headed to the right, and then you would like climb a chain, and then you would kind of go to the upper level of the same room, but there was too many sprites on the screen and the level was overall just a mess. So I thought it would be neat to split it into two areas, and it ended up working well. Now we have to go through this again.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anytime I see a level divided up into two sections vertically like that, where we're able to see one section from the other section, be like, hey, here's what's up ahead in the level. It reminds me of Super Mario Bros. 2 level. I forgot which one, but it's split up where you start in the upper half and you can see the underground section.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to go all the way to the right before you get to the underground section.
I think that's 3? Maybe?
I forgot.
Actually, no.
Something.
Yeah. I don't know. It's puzzling me. Super Mario Bros. 2. I'm not like some people who like really hate it for being different, but it's just a game I haven't played in a while. Okay, MOSSY COVE 4. The level everyone hates. See, I wasn't so mean. Like, if you really hated this level, I put a way in to skip it, but no one the funny thing is that it's actually not hard to find. Like, I've seen it kind of appear on screen many times, but people just seem to miss it. So we'll see.
Down here?
Yeah, no one sees that. Like, how does no one find that?
Every single playthrough you see, you look down there and you're like, how does no one ever see that?
Honestly,
I see it every time.
That happens. Like, it's on screen, but no one ever really acknowledges it. Yeah, the thing is, you just kind of have to be, like, really ahead. So, like, as soon as the level starts, you have to be, like, going to the right. Yeah, but I mean, other than that, it's really easy to get, and it will take you right to the end. So, I mean, if you really hate this level, and you're not worried about getting the secret exit, that is the easiest way to beat it. There you go.
Screw you, level! I found your secret. So we already found your really, really super duper secret, and I like how the screen scrolled like 2 pixels to the right there.
Yeah, that was just to make it so that you couldn't go back, because it like would have broken everything if you could go back through the level.
Oh gosh.
After you got to the end. No,
then again, you could have kept it that way where you could go back, because even though it would break the level, no one ever found it.
That's true. Very true. Although now the secret has been let out, and everyone's going to be skipping that one. Alright, World 6. This one you're actually going to need a cape to do.
So I should go back to the Island of Power, you're saying?
I suppose you should. The Island of Power.
I am trying to think of an Island of Power joke I can make right now, but I don't have one. I still do not have the Red Switch Palace, though.
I don't even know. Did I put a Red Switch Palace in this game? I forget.
Are you just being mysterious for a reason, or are you just not going to tell me?
Maybe a little column A, and maybe a little column B. Or something like that.
It's probably best if we keep it at that. Where are we going on these cliffs?
Cliffs 2. Right there.
Is this the mushroom level? Yes, it is, the mushroom level.
So before you go up the first pipe, I forget, can you kill Sumo Brothers with a cape?
I think you can, yes.
Well, then it would probably be good to do that. And I remember another thing I was really paranoid about was when the fire kind of goes off the edge a bit. I was really like afraid people would be like, "There's cutoff in this hack! Oh god!" So yeah, basically just keep flying to the right. And yeah, you win. Although you might want to go a bit lower. Yeah.
Ah, I see. This got me to the midway point.
You might be able to get a flight off here. Although if you keep going to the right, it will take you right to the end of the level. So basically, if you had kept a bit lower, you really could have skipped over everything.
Yeah, and I need to fly.
Yeah, there you go. But
let's try that again. Whee! This reminds me of a level in Super Mario World where you have to fly low to get to the secret exit. I think it was on the bridge.
I was the last secret exit I ever found. It was I did not get it. Although what I actually did is I just Yoshi jumped at the end. I just like sacrificed Yoshi.
Poor Yoshi.
It was like
I did that the tough way, cause I forgot how I figured out there was a secret exit there. But it was the only way I could think of that it was possible, and I tried flying through the saw blades over and over and over and over again, and I eventually got it, and I'm like, yes!
Well, I think when you grab the gold tape, you can see like arrows that point to the right, although I remember at first I assumed like, oh, I guess that just means he's walking to the right. Although, like I said, I never knew how to fly as a kid, so really the only way that was possible for me to do it was to Yoshi jump. And it's kind of tricky because you have to bounce on the saws with him to get there. But anyway, you're going to like this one because you can skip the entire fortress with this secret.
Oh, that's bottom left. I like that. Is it hidden in the dark?
Of course. Alright. So here, you want to go to the left. Actually, yeah, so you just fall straight down, you'll land on there. And you go to the left. Now, see that up there? Jump
yes, I do.
And throw the shell upwards. Now, if you lose the shell, you can't do it. Actually, I wonder if you can fly in order to get up there. Actually, no, there's not on the first.
I was thinking about Koopa shell hopping.
There you go. You got a P-switch. Now hit the P-switch. Don't do that.
After I get out of this situation. There we go. Okay.
Go to the right. Might be already. And there you go.
Oh. Neato.
You just skipped the whole level. And you can. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, and this basically makes us go to the end, and I don't feel like fighting the boss. Is there one in any of the Bowser Tower levels?
No.
There is not. So that would be all of the Higsby secrets, get the level done quick shortcuts that you want to take for speedrunning this game?
Yeah, I believe so. So that's just kind of a neat thing I hid. I'm pretty sure that a lot of those were never found. So yeah, that was kind of a neat thing to show off in this video.
So on the next episode of Let's Play Super Mario Maker, we're going to figure out how in the world did you make a level over Tetris?
It's not what you're thinking one thing, and it's not going to be anything like what you're expecting. I'm telling you right now.
So it's not going to be like I want to be the guy where we have to survive a game of Tetris.
No, although that would be really cool. But no, I'll go into it in more detail in the next video. You'll see what happened. It'll all make sense.
So this has been Milesluigi
and Higsby.
See you all next time.
See ya.